accusatory, but I literally feel like, I don't know if it's lung cancer or emphysema, but there's like, and at some point couldn't get around, or it's almost like I feel like there might have been one point where a wheelchair or something, but I didn't want this, or I didn't like this, is the feeling. I feel like I'm talking dad or like a father figure in the way that this mail's coming through. I've got so much coughing going on because of my lungs. Does anybody understand that right in this general area? Because I feel pulled here. You started to put up your hand, but are you reluctant?
Yeah, my dad.
Is there a John or Joe? J-O?
James.
And the lung thing made sense? Do you know if there was at one point where like he had to be wheeled, but I didn't want that, or like, because I don't feel like he's confined to it, but I've got somebody coming through that feels kind of, not crotchety, but like strong-willed, or like opinionated if it's about him and not happy, or that kind of feeling in the way he's coming through. I just don't know what the relevance is of the wheelchair for one period, or something where I don't want to be in it, but I think I have to be, is the feeling. Does it make sense? So it's we need the mic, sorry, girls. And only what I've said, I felt like, you keep listening though.
Hi. We're just not sure, just because the JO doesn't make sense, but all the other stuff does.
And is there a John or Joe living, connected or tied to this?
No.
Okay, that was the first thing I got. So what's the other things that I said that make sense to you? Speak really loud.
Crotchety.
Crotchety.
Wheelchair. Opinionated. Older. Coughing.
Lung.
Not sure about that, but near the end, yeah.
Father figure?
Yes.
And where would be the, how do I say this? It's like I'm flipping. Is there like a family of, I'm going to flip on you, and I'm not sure why, but 6 or 5? It's almost like I can't lock in on the number that he wants me to say for some reason.
Yes.
Besides him, did somebody pass that like would be at the children's level, or was there a pregnancy or something that didn't? Because I feel like for some reason that's why I'm fluctuating between 5 and 6 for some reason.
No. Possibly. Sorry.
No, who's this, a sister or somebody?
Yes.
Sister, stand just for a minute, sorry. What is possible, or what did you just say?
There's 4 children, and my mom did have a miscarriage, so that could maybe.
The 5 or the 6?
Well,
But-
not 6, 4 or 5.
No, I get that, but in my head I didn't know if I'm going 5 or 6, but for some reason I felt like, whether it's dad or not, the older male wants me to talk about like one being over there with him. So I felt like at the sibling level, there's somebody past that would be somehow about that total or the numbers that he's trying to bring up. So,
And there would be 6 of us in the family now, like before he passed.
I'm confused. That's what, don't explain it, I'm confused, it's fine.
Yeah, 6. Our family is of 6, and if my
But
mom,
you said 4 and then 1 miscarriage.
no, I didn't. That was children. So 4 children and a miscarriage.
Is 5.
Yes, if
Okay.
you're just talking children.
And then there's 6 of you that are immediate family.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I was going from 5 to 6, but then I felt like he's talking about 1 being there with him. And sorry, I don't know if this applies directly to him when he was alive. He's like opinionated or strong, like willed or
Very.
like. Do you know anything about a partial lot or a piece of like land, but I feel like it would be connected to something, or, because he's bringing this up, but he seems so friggin' opinionated on this.
Yes.
Sisters, stand up. So don't talk about it a lot, but what would be the lot thing, or the way that I'm describing it?
He wanted to buy a lot, but he did own a home where a portion of that lot was taken off, severed.
So why would it be so, don't talk about it, but he seems very opinionated about a portion or a part of a lot in some way that he's bringing this up. Does somebody have the TR name, whether family or not? Is somebody Terry or? Oh no, but there's nothing else I'm saying, right?
Everything you're saying. I'll go her dad, yeah. Okay.
No, don't sit down. So we got 2 mics. And you don't have the Terry connection, but there's a Terry connection here.
Yes, my youngest brother.
Can you stand up, please?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I ask? Let me rephrase that. Okay, only what I've said that you possibly understand, and right up to your mouth with the mic.
Everything you said, he had lung cancer, he died in the hospital, and.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying,
Okay, but
wheelchair in
I-
the hospital.
Okay, the wheelchair.
My youngest brother Terry,
Okay.
he has 11 children, so when you went with 5 and 6,
Is the breakdown that way? Male,
Well, yeah.
female?
no, that's just that,
Okay.
he's got 11 kids.
Okay. Anything lot-wise or something with the
Mhm.
land?
Yes, he did have a piece of property, but we think somebody took it from him.
Which means he could have been a little pissed, or there's something about being opinionated. Is there any reason around your dad's scenario why there'd be an upset feeling around, or why he would be opinionated about it?
A lot.
Okay, because it's got that feeling, and you're saying yes to all that too? All that?
All of
No. And the Terry?
that.
Should I
Taylor.
pass the mic over?
You'd love to, but no, not yet. We just gotta rule it out. And sorry, God almighty, where would the alcohol connection come into play then they want me to talk about?
Not here.
They're both alcoholics.
Yeah, not here. No alcohol.
Oh, you couldn't ditch that quick enough then? A lot of alcohol there?
My father was an alcoholic and my youngest brother's an alcoholic.
Terry,
Yes.
because they want me to talk about the alcohol. If I keep talking and stuff applies to you, will you be honest and let me know?
Of course.
Okay. Who's with you? These people?
My daughters.
Okay. Oh, this is going to sound really weird.
No, it won't.
I swear to God it will. Did a male try to commit suicide but was not successful?
Yes.
You honestly understand that?
Yes.
Is that person living or deceased now?
Living.
Okay. I don't know then if it's your dad just trying to validate or acknowledge this. And it won't matter, like, oh, how do I say this? I'm not trying to be so like, did he try to asphyxiate or cut off the airway, do you know? Or would you even know the way?
Well, I only know one way, but it was a couple of times.
But still alive. For some reason, I have a failed attempt or a non-successful attempt, thank God, but I felt like, for a male, that I feel
Yes.
like this man's bringing up or acknowledging.
I do have an older brother that died, and he was asphyxiated by carbon monoxide poisoning.
No, so don't give those details. This is a person that has attempted or tried, but then wasn't successful, thank God. Wasn't his time. But I don't know why I want to say this, though, because it's not nice. And when somebody's in that state of mind, there's a real struggle with it. Like, emotionally for a person. Like, people
It could
just...
be the tea, like Terry. It could be.
Has he attempted or tried, do you know?
That I wouldn't know of, but I would probably guess.
So when I say this to you, I'm using it as a descriptive thing because I'm hearing it. I don't know how I can convey to you there's no judgment around this. Why do I hear screw up or a real screw up or something of that nature, where this is how the person would see themselves, or
Yeah.
how they felt.
My father.
There's no judgment.
Absolutely, my father.
Would see that about himself?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just have to say, like, screw up. Like,
Mhm.
the person being a screw up is the way he's saying it. And do you know if there was how do I say this? I'm going to be polite and say a missed opportunity before he died where he still didn't take it?
Mm-hmm.
He's so sorry. He is so sorry about this. Because he's got like the extending of an olive branch, figuratively,
Mm-hmm.
and he did not take it.
That's right.
I don't know if that's you or somebody else, but he is so sorry about this. He's so sincere. It may mean nothing to you. It may not make a difference for you, but I want to tell you he's so sincere about this.
Mm-hmm.
Did it involve you directly?
Yes.
Like, was he just like a son of a bitch even at the end? No? Say no. There's something where I feel like somebody attempted to, I don't know if it's their way of making something right or attempting to do something in a proper way, that I felt like he did not, like he prevented this, or he didn't allow this to happen in some way. Don't make it fit if you don't get it.
No, I'm just trying to think of.
Who would have tried to make amends or do something that was right on their part, but he'd have no part of it, or he didn't want to, like he didn't open himself up to that? I don't know how else I could say that. The more I talk, the more I lose you on it.
No, it's just, like I said, I could say stuff, but you don't want me to say anything, so.
All I need to know is there a situation that you would know about a person that tried to reach out to him to make, in their way, something right for them in regards to your dad, but he wasn't open to it, or you're still an SOB about that?
I would
or-
say several.
Really?
Yes.
Like not just one,
No, several.
but you know that to be a case
Mm-hmm.
where people thought he's dying or this is close to it and let's make amends? Because I feel like he's shut down, or he's got the walls up in some way. It's the way he brings this up. All I can tell you is the most sincere apology,
I get it.
whether it rings true to you or not. He is being that way.
I get it. I get
He's
it.
had to deal with that. He's had to accept that. Did he, physical abuse to a female?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All I can say is he says, I have no words. I have no words. There's no justification. There's no clarification on this. It's just something he's had to come to terms with and to live with.
I get it.
I don't know if this is about him. This is weird. I don't think this actually happened. This is weird. Was there any talk about, when I say burial at sea, I don't mean an ocean, but in the water in some way? This sounds strange. Can you get up, daughter, and just... Come on, just what were you saying there to your mom?
He built wooden boats, and he was very strongly connected to them. So I don't know if he's saying, like, wasn't there something about him and the ashes?
Speaking to the mic,
There was something about him and the ashes and the boats.
with the water.
Well, yeah, the boats go on water.
Why the hell did I ask you to stand? He did this thing that's really like a mixed feeling where I knew it wasn't an actual body being put into the sea, but the cremation absolutely makes sense whether they did it or not. The weird part is there would be anger or resentment or unease around something in regards to him still at that point, because all he did in the most symbolic way was like attach a big ass boulder to whatever would have been put in the water. It didn't happen, I know it didn't. But it's his figurative way of describing something that, the way that somebody would have felt. Like send his ass to the bottom or something. And it's not the most loving, warm feeling, but he's okay with it and he understands why. So is there anything about that you understand?
Yeah, he would have said, just tie me to a rock and throw me in the lake.
He would have, or he did, or?
He probably did. Like, my father was just the type of guy that, like, don't waste your time, just drop me in.
Because I'm telling you, it's like you can't tie a boulder to somebody. He's got a boulder tied to something with the water, and it's like, get my ass down to the bottom of the lake, or somebody thought that's where he belonged,
That's
or?
the type of guy he was,
He
just,
was like an awful person, and he knew that, so I think.
Okay. Just know that he's bringing that aspect up in some way of validating like the shittiness. Well then, so the son of a bitch comment would, whether it resonates for you, but what you just said about the man, he wouldn't shy away from that then,
No.
in the way he's coming through. Because I feel like for him it's important to acknowledge this or to say this so that you hear that he's a different person. It's not going to change things. It can't erase history and the scars, but he does want you to know he's a different person, he says.
I believe that.
Good.
I do. I believe we all came here for, all of our lessons, and he was part of mine, so I have to give him that.
Okay. And they're both your daughters?
Yes.
How did so much attitude come from one little body?
Oh my God, you have no idea.
Well, I'm getting an idea, because that's what he just said. And you won't necessarily understand this. I don't know your
Oh, you
name.
have no idea.
No, but I'm supposed to tell you, just hang on. Hang on. There's something going on in your life.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Good. I don't know. I want to say don't bail.
Oh, I won't.
Okay. Hang on, because something's getting better, he says, or it's going to, like there'll be an improvement in the way you feel and see things.
I do.
But I just think, Christ.
I just can't believe he actually came through. He'd be the type of guy that would not be here.
Sometimes they have the most motive. You know, the skeptics or the non-believers, they might have the most to say in some ways.
Oh, I believe 100%, because when he died, oh my God, you have no idea what happened going on in my house.
Good.
I
Well,
just had to stop.
okay. Well, just know that if this is his attempt of coming through to let you know that in some way he sees his faults, he's doing it.
This was his favorite, right here.
How's that make the other one feel?
Oh, she.
No wonder you're copping
She had her
attitude.
days. She had her days too. He had no teeth, and she sat on his knees when she was 3 years old and asked him to punch them out.
Where would I don't think I'm talking about a building of the house now, but why would he talk about the construction of a house or something? Is that around?
Mine, and actually my daughter, the youngest one just bought a house.
Oh,
My
beautiful.
son is doing stuff.
No, don't give details, but when you just talked about her, all of a sudden he brought up this house, or like what I felt like, so I said built, but if it wasn't, so be it. But for some reason, when you went to a daughter connection, he wanted me to talk about the house. And I thought, oh, did somebody build the house? But for some reason, he's
I know
trying to
what
make
he's talking about.
acknowledgement.
It's nothing to do with her, but I know exactly what he's talking about.
Good. And is your mom still living?
No.
Can I just ask, I don't want to change it in pretense, but why would I talk about a very quiet woman? Or
Oh, yes.
is that her by nature? But it's not like I'm feeling her, it's like he's talking about her. That's why I'm like, is she alive? But I feel like a very quiet, you know the saying, wouldn't say shit if her mouth was full of it. There's something where I feel like a reserved feeling about her, and I feel like she might have had every right in the world to vocalize, but often didn't.
Yep.
Often didn't. I can't tell you I'm feeling your mom, but he seems to be talking about her, and your daughter's cluing into something.
She was the.
Speak into the mic.
She was the female that he was abusive towards, so that's why she was reserved and quiet.
Okay. But you've seen this in her. Just know he's talking about her. I'd love to tell you she's standing here, but she's not connecting with me. It's just him apparently at this point in time, so.
That's fine.
Okay. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Do you know if there's a baby on the way?
Sometimes I wonder.
Baby, baby, baby. There's something that I'm being shown about a pregnancy.
Maybe, I just don't know. I have,
That's okay.
not here.
This is not a prediction of like you're gonna, but there's something, I think it's started, or, so there's something why they're saying baby, 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 and I feel like a baby's coming.
Okay.
And this is embarrassing, I don't know who it's about. Sorry, they bring up the weirdest shit.
That's okay.
Who would, don't say who.
Okay.
Do you understand a bankruptcy? Living person, it's not about your dad.
Yep.
It happens. I don't know why they would want me to say that. There'd be nobody tied or connected to this individual that would be baby, baby, baby. I'm just wondering why the order and the way they brought it out.
I don't think so.
Okay. I think I'm probably being pulled away. I just had a big smashing sound happen, like glass things breaking or something, so I'm not sure why. But it's almost like I'm pulling away, but then they're showing me like destruction of something, glass, or...
Maybe I should call the ones who are renovating right now?
No, you'll hear about it if that's it, I don't know, but I'm feeling... I literally felt like glass shelves in this, like splash, and I don't know why. But visually and sound-wise, that's what they just brought
This
through.
one put her head through a fish
Speak,
tank.
speak
She
what?
put her head through a fish tank, she smashed it
Did,
when she was little.
like, but a
It
fish
went
tank,
poop and it literally.
It
like,
shattered?
Shattered, yeah.
and you did that?
Yep. Playing on the chair.
I've never heard that shit before with a fish tank. That's like glass.
It is. She had a baseball cap on and she was playing on a chair and I said, "You're gonna fall," and next thing you know, it just went,
And it shattered.
it exploded.
I'm gonna accept that, and whether it sounds right or wrong, but
Mhm.
for them pulling me away and they're pulling back, but then it's like the shattering of the glass.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's
Okay.
lucky she didn't die.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. You're sorry, you're a know-it-all, eh?
Yes.
Like everything.
Uh-huh.
How's your driving better than anybody else's that you know?
Oh, I just go the speed limit, so.
Now.
Did you learn the hard way?
Yes, I rear-ended something.
Okay. I just feel like I'm teasing you, but I feel like you're know-it-all. And then specifically something about the driving.
I'm a
Okay.
safe driver.
And can I just say, don't give up your plans. There's something about a travel. Seems like a pretty big thing. Like, and I think going to an island for part of the winter or for a week is a big thing, but this feels like a big thing.
A month.
A big thing.
Not now, but a while.
Don't give up on that, he says, because it feels like a big deal.
Okay.
And that I do feel like it will happen, and he just wants you to know that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I'm done. Oh, you got something to say?
And my dad's name was Joseph.
Oh, the J.O.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this family over here, was there anything else I said? Did it seem to be more curtailed to them? Okay. Here, so it was when I was taking the water that I have an older female coming through, and I have a stroke issue happening where I feel like there was a loss of or restricted issue neurologically happening to the body. Do we understand it here? I felt pulled right here. You think you do, but does anybody here? I'm not saying it's not you, but...
My mother had...
So don't start giving details, but do you know if it's a stroke-related thing? You do. And do you know if there was anything that would have been where there's a loss of use in some way?
No.
Okay, because I have that. Do you know if that happened? If somebody had a stroke and died, you would never know if they were paralyzed or not. This had a feeling where I felt like the person would be found. I do not feel like they're deceased, but I do feel like they probably died from it or something shortly thereafter, but I do feel like there was neurologically something affected the brain because of this in the way that it's coming through. So
She couldn't function for quite a while before, but I don't know.
what it was.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait and see. So the other thing I want to say is there a Mary Ann or the M-A-R, because that was coming through. So,
Would it be Marietta? Margaret? Marietta?
Marietta?
Marietta.
You'll never hear me say it that way.
It's Marietta, which is Margaret. Marietta.
Margaret, yeah, M-A-R. M-A-R.
M-A-R-J-E-T-A.
So we'll get a, is there a mic up? No? So we'll get a mic. I don't know, we'll see.
No.
And do you know if, okay, so, that static. The thing about a mother figure, you're not sure if it was a stroke? So I don't want
Not
to
at
talk
the
about
end,
it.
I'm not sure. I'm not
Do you
sure.
know if there was something why I would feel restriction or something in a neurological way that impacted her body while she was alive?
Yes.
Beautiful. Do you know if there was one, sorry, I'm excited about that, but do you know if there's a case where there was a point, I'm not saying it's death, because I'm not convinced it is, a point where she would have been found in distress or unconscious
Yes.
or something, where somebody would have come upon her and it's like, oh my God?
Yes.
Okay, because that was what I felt when I was putting my water back coming through. I said Mary Ann or something, you said it's Marietta?
Marietta, yeah.
I love the way you say that, and I don't do it justice. But just know that I felt like that was being brought up as well. The other thing I want to say is, vague or not, do you know why she would indicate a male that's there after her? Like that passed after her? That she's
After or before?
No, after. She made me feel like it's after in the way that she's connected with this male. She was there first. I will tell you it's at her level or to her side. I have no clue if it's like family or not, but she's indicating a male at her generation that joined after the fact.
Not after, but he could be a younger sibling. No? Could that be the after?
Is there a male that joined her after that's going to be like significant to you?
Not after her, no.
No, it's got to be after. Sorry that I'm sticking on that, but she's making me feel like there's a male, and I'm going to tell you at her side or at her level.
Yeah.
So she seems to be indicating that. Is that her name? The name?
Marietta, yeah.
Okay. What did you
Margaret.
call her?
Margaret, I called her mommy.
Yes, but
Oh,
what would people call her?
Marietta.
Oh,
Usually, unless it's the English people, then they call her Margaret.
okay. That sound thing is horrible. I don't know, she's bringing up something hip related or something with the hip
Yeah,
that she's acknowledging.
lots of problems.
What, you keep, what? No, this lady next to you. Do you know each other?
We're friends. I have a mother figure named Mary who had hip replacement.
Okay. So it might be tandem coming through, I don't know, and especially your friends sitting side by side. So you stand up, only what I've said though, say into the mic, please.
I know a Mary Catherine.
Okay, I didn't get the Catherine, but there's an M-A-R. That's all I know that I was hearing, female-based.
It's just a mother figure for me.
Okay, and you understand the hip thing for
it's
her.
a hip replacement. Yeah.
Well, let's just see. Okay, this is going to sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. How can a person talk about wanting my family around or loving my family, which is very standard and that's a good thing, but then I feel very like protective, or no, that's not the word. I feel like there's maybe I don't want people around me at times. It sounds weird that I'm saying both things,
Yes.
but she's mental. For some reason, this seems to be coming through this way or acknowledged this way.
Yes.
Okay. Like, it's almost like at times could be sharp about something.
Yes.
Like, not that she's not loving, but it's like, and it's not that I'm saying she's got an attitude like other people have come through with. This is like just kind of a sharp or blunt thing
Yes.
in the way, but I'm not clear on why she's making me feel like my space, like about in my space. But she clearly says that, and I don't know if in life she had a hard time, and I don't think she ever did forgive a female connected to her. but there's like hard feelings that she brings up. You keep listening just in case, but there's something that I would see as like a sister figure or the female to the side that I felt like hard feelings about. I'm sure they had a form of relationship, but it was not, like it's not this warm fuzzy thing, and I feel like being annoyed with or upset with this person a lot was the feeling that she's just brought up. Where's the 4? Why would she want me to say 4? What's the 4 kids or the 4?
Trying to think. The 4 of her siblings are still 1, 2. I don't know for sure.
Okay. For some reason, I got to talk about 4 or the grouping of 4 that I would see as either kids or some kind of connection in that way that she's referencing about. This is not about her. Did somebody pass because of the brain young? Do you,
Yes,
honestly, do you,
long ago. Her sibling.
from the brain?
It hit the head, yeah. It was from the head.
Okay, because she's bringing up something, but a young person.
To her, it was younger, yeah.
Okay.
Sibling.
Okay, I don't know what age that person would have been when they died, but I've got somebody young, is the feeling that she was bringing up, that she makes me feel like is with her, but I feel like something brain related, or
Yes.
because it's something to do with the brain is why the person died.
Yes.
When you said long ago, it totally makes sense. There's a feeling that she's giving you, where I just felt like young in the way that she's referencing this. Do you, sorry, I'm flipping all around on you. By nature, do you bite your tongue a lot with the people in your life?
Yes.
Truly?
Yes.
For some reason, I just feel like I'm telling you, you shouldn't. You know, do what you want, but I feel like you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Is there, just watch that, I'm not sure, is there a daughter figure past? Something's just pulled me or moved me a little bit for some reason. Why they want me to talk about a younger female daughter figure past. It's weird, I got pulled to the behind you, the right side. I literally feel like somebody's lungs explode or they just like filled up and they can't breathe. They want me to talk about a young female. Just hold on. There's nothing right in this area, right, of a young female past, why my lungs are like bursting.
Recent or away?
Oh God, I've got a pull happening.
Well, we had a cousin that passed away from a drowning. They call it a dry drowning.
A dry drowning. My lungs just feel like they're going to explode, is the feeling. I feel full in some way is coming through. Was it a young female? I'm not sure. I just felt pulled past her right shoulder in this direction with the energy coming through. So, sorry, who would have the one eye? Like, somebody has one eye, like they don't have vision in both eyes. Really? They're,
My father that's passed.
anything about a young female? And why I would get the burst? The lungs? This is too strange. I'm all over. And boxing stuff up, putting stuff away. Have you been doing this? Is there any reason why they would validate or bring that up, seeing you do this?
Me personally, or
I'm assuming so. I'm pulled back to you.
I imagine my family is boxing things up, and I'm also helping. But not so much physically here. I'm doing other things like boxing things up, getting them ready. This was very recent.
Yeah, I'm confused. You're telling me, like,
My-
it's not your
I'm
fault.
Yeah.
Why would I say to you, have you been boxing stuff up? And you're saying, I have, but I haven't, or something.
I am
Right up to your mouth.
okay. I'm trying to organize things through the internet and information boxing, and my family is doing more of the physical stuff because they're over there.
Wherever that is.
Where my mom lives.
Do you know if there's boxing going on, like boxing stuff up, packing stuff up, putting like order to stuff?
I know they have to do it. I don't know if they've started it.
That's fair. I don't know, but I felt like there's a boxing situation that was
Yeah.
being brought up around you or connected to you in the way that the mother figure is acknowledging this or bringing it up. And would you know if there was unresolved issues she should have dealt with that she either refused to or didn't deal with? I want to tell you, in some way legal is the way that they bring it up.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because
She's
we're
saying-
not sure yet.
She's saying sorry, because I don't know if it's negligence or I just didn't do it, but
Yeah.
it seems like it would have made a world of difference
Yes,
for the way that people will deal with it after I'm gone.
I think we'll find out more about it, but yes,
Because,
it's just happening now
like, just in the now.
in the.
She's just apologizing for, like, whether it's negligence or just not getting to it.
Yes,
The feeling that she's bringing up. And I'm not seeing a teapot, but it's like, it's something that I want to like put water in, but it's not like a little teapot. And then I'm seeing flowers that she's acknowledging. One thing seems old, and I'm not sure why she's indicating that. Anything, you know, like the old metal jugs or,
mhm.
for some reason she's showing me something like that, but then I'm seeing flowers. And I feel like she's connecting this to her. But do you have this? No? Why she would bring it up around you?
We did have issues with flowers.
No, that won't be
No,
it.
that's
And
not it.
there's something about the container, the vessel,
The vessel.
it feels like a metal thing or an old thing that she's bringing up.
I'll have to think
And I don't think you put tea in it.
No.
And sorry, I hope you say no. Are you divorced?
No.
I'm glad you said no, kinda. I gotta say, she says something about it being okay about this. But I felt like this feels like it's been a while, whatever she's showing me. And I
It was a
feel-
while ago,
That's what
but
she's
there
showing
was,
me.
and then, yeah.
But I'm sorry, I know that's really general. Who would she be talking about though, where she makes me feel like it's okay? Like the person would feel bad about this. But it's like, okay. Somebody sees it as failure apparently. And I feel like it's a good thing. And
Okay.
it's okay. Are you aware of this?
Because of her beliefs, yeah, it's nice to hear that she thinks it's.
No, but you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
It could be about me from before, but we're not, we're back together now, but at one point we were apart.
Oh,
That's what I'm
And
saying.
that
but
was
we
in the
weren't
past.
divorced. Yeah, that was in the past, but because of her beliefs, she would have had a hard time with that then, so maybe she's.
but you're back together with him.
Yes,
And things are good?
yes.
Good. All I can tell you is she made me feel like I thought it was about you. I felt like it was her divorce, whatever this is.
Yes.
And she makes me feel like it's not a bad thing or for whatever reason. Was she deceased at that time or?
No,
So
no.
she was alive. How'd
No.
she handle that?
Not good, that's why it's good to hear it.
Okay. Okay. Because for some reason she makes me feel like not a big deal or it's not a bad thing.
I think she realizes that now.
Okay. Well, and it helps that if you're back
It helps
together with
me,
them. So, okay, I'm not sure. I'll see if I'm getting pulled somewhere else. Do you talk to a dog?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I talk to my dog, yeah.
What do you understand? You're in tears over the right shoulder. What do you, sorry. I didn't even see you. Oh, stand up, or take this one, maybe it's a better mic.
Everything you've been saying, are we still talking about the MA?
Oh, who the hell knows? It's
So
energy.
I'm just recently going through a divorce. My husband, ex-husband has one eye. I have my grandmother's teapot. Her name is Margaret.
Has there been anything stroke related for
I'm
being?
packing boxes.
You're packing
I
boxes.
just suffered a stroke.
You just suffered the stroke.
Yeah.
So they pulled me over your right shoulder. Now, hold on. Is there anything to do with a female, young that's passed? With the lungs?
I don't connect there, no.
Okay. And so is that everything I said?
Yes.
Who is the MAR?
My grandmother?
Okay. And you have her teapot.
Yes.
And you had a
And
stroke
there's flowers beside the teapot.
as we speak.
Yes. I just bought a new jug.
I'm sorry? Speak up.
I just bought an old jug, an old tin jug.
You just bought an old tin jug?
Yes. And put flowers in it.
Like just?
Just.
Oh. Oh. I might not be crazy. Don't apologize. You're bawling your eyes out and I didn't even notice you. But there was something that pulled me past her right shoulder to there. And it's like, I didn't know what it was. I'm not just saying, anybody that knows me knows I don't just say nice shit to say nice shit. Things are going to be better. And you're going to feel it. And you're going to be happy about it. And I can't tell you why it feels like you've been kicked in the head by a mule and dragged through the mud and all of that. I can't justify it. I will tell you, as hard as it is to believe, at a soul level, you were the initiator of it. And you won't understand the whys of it. One thing I want to say is stop beating yourself up. You talk really nasty to yourself. Really nasty. You have no clue how detrimental that is to your well-being. You just don't. Stop it. Don't call yourself stupid. Don't say this. Don't say that. You have to think more positively. Things are changing. They're going to change, and you're going to feel better without question.
I
But-
also have a dog that I talk to.
Well, I think anybody that has a dog talks to them, but
But here's the unique connection. My dog was just trained as a service dog.
for you,
It just happened like 3 weeks ago.
your stroke just happened 3 weeks ago?
The
Or the
dog-
training?
The training, he just got a certification. So that was a huge connection.
Okay. Okay. It's got to be the grandmother trying to piggyback her originally and then other people, but I'm not trying to convince, but the pull in that area. Okay. And you had a stroke. Well, you look good. I mean, I don't know what you're like inside. Probably a hot flaming mess. But for what it's worth, you look good. So keep that going.
Thank you.
And know the inside will match the outside. It will. That will be the reason she's come through. You need the inspiration. You need to hold on. You need to know that it's going to be okay. And it will be. And I don't mean by your service dog. Once bitten, twice shy. Don't be like that. Okay? So I'm just curious, with everything you got going on, the last thing you would want or need is a man. How many women could say that right now? Susie. 2 arms. I'm supposed to tell you, listen, this is going to sound really weird. Are you aware of anybody showing interest in you and you're just not, like, there? Okay, just remember I said it. Don't be once bitten, twice shy. Because I can only imagine with what you've just informed us of on the information. It's the last thing you want right now or need. You got other things you're dealing with. But I'm going to tell you, there seems to be somebody really good that seems close to you.
My dog.
Does your dog have a penis? It's a female?
No, he does.
Oh. And he's useful. Go imagine. No, I'm not seeing you with a dog. And that's a good thing. Just remember that I'm telling you this because I know you got other things. I keep saying that, but I really feel like you're going to be closed down to it and you need to be open. And I'm not meaning some hot flaming romance. There's a good solid person in your life or just on the exterior that you're not to like not notice in some ways, the way that it's being brought up. Just look, like, is the last year and a half pretty shitty for you? Like, can you capsulize it time-wise when you look back on it? She wants, and how long ago was the stroke aspect? Sorry for being personal.
4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago. So just look at the correlation of the last year and a half till now, and everything that's been added in, and the stress and all this kind of the negative talk. I can't stress that enough to you, okay? I mean it. You're worthy, you deserve, you will get. You got to be open to it, okay? I don't know, like, I know you're divorced or separated or whatever that is. Obviously things wouldn't have been great, or that doesn't happen. But regardless what that relationship was like, or actually regardless what he was like, you can't own that kind of verbal shit in your head, apparently. Okay? You're better than that. No, you are. But like, self-worth gets stripped away from people. Do I do it to you, honey? The answer is yes at times. Just know your value and stop the negative chatter, and you're going to see a whole lot of difference in your life. And I'm going to tell you, simpler and smaller is better for right now for you. Don't know why I'm telling you that, but I'm telling you that. So embrace that, I mean, because that feels like a good thing. You know, honestly, sometimes until you're dragged through the shit and then life changes, you can appreciate or value, because maybe you won't value life. It's unfortunate. Can you see dead people? And then the reason I'm asking this, not because I think you can, but I kind of had a stroke-like thing happen to me, and then this shit started. Have you had anything change in any way? It's a little early on, but yeah? It's often, because that's what triggered my stuff. You people know her, you're nodding, or one of you are, or whatever.
My daughter.
She's your daughter. You got a good daughter, right? Yeah. Just be positive. Okay? I'm not saying you're going to see dead people. I'm just curious, because it can change. Have you noticed a difference in her in any way? Personality-wise? Well, from the stroke or anything like that? No? Just watch and see what happens, because it'll be a turning, pivotal point for you. Mine happened at the age of 27, so it can come at any time. Okay? And you look a very fit person. Again, you could be a hot mess inside, who knows, medically. But no, but I'm not trying to be like just features, but you look healthy. You're not extremely obese and, clogged arteries that you would think, but strokes happen. But watch the stress and watch everything that is accumulated with it, and use it as a redirection. I'm sure you are in your life. But I don't see it as an uphill climb, and you do apparently. And I don't see it that way. So I hope I'm friggin' right and you're wrong. Okay. Thanks for speaking up. And thank your grandmother privately.